Hey guys, welcome to the channel. My name is Amew, and today I'm going to be showing you how to fully level up a weapon to max in under 2 hours in Warzone. So this is a really good tactic for anybody that doesn't own the full version of Modern Warfare, that can't get access to multiplayer. Normally I would say shipment 24/7 with a double XP token would be the way to go, but if you're using the free version of the game, this tactic is the fastest way. Like I said, we got our weapon, the AN-94, leveled all the way up in under 2 hours. So this technique is super easy. It's foolproof. It doesn't really impact your KD that much. Let's get into it. So here, the basis of this entire tactic is using the supply run contract. They give you 500 weapon XP every single time you pick one up and complete one. So these guys, you're going to be hitting those a lot. As you can see here, we started out with our level 2 AN-94 assault rifle. The key to this, though, you really have to be running double XP tokens to hit that time that I was telling you about, the 2 hours. Double XP is crucial. So on the class setup for what you're going to want to use going into the war zone, double time to run quicker, ghost to be off the radar, and amp to switch your weapons fast. So moving around the map quickly, not being detected, and then swapping weapons in and out, because you want to make sure that your primary weapon is always the one that's out, because if you don't have your primary out, the main gun that you want to level up, you won't get experience. So let's say I'm running the combat knife in the AN and I want to upgrade the AN. If I'm not keeping the AN out when the contract completes, I will not get credit and experience for it. So I'm going to go ahead and take you through a little bit of what goes on here. So right off the bat, all of your team, you get spread out. You look specifically for choppers. The main components of this are vehicles, choppers being the best, and then other ground vehicles if your chopper gets shot down first. Hop into a chopper immediately and then start flying towards the supply contracts. So it looks like my team has already grabbed a supply contract, so I went ahead and ran. Someone else grabbed another one and it appeared over at airport. Looks like we might have a little bit of an engagement with somebody waiting around the buy station. So if there is a fight, go ahead and take it if you need to. If you feel confident with taking the fight, don't sacrifice your chopper. I made a little bonehead move jumping out of it like that. But as we're fighting here, any kills that you get with your gun is also going to help level it up quicker. So if you get into some scraps, it's just additional XP. So I won that fight, bailed out, got to the next supply run. It's on and on and on and on. It's all we're going to be doing. One supply run after another. Do this as quickly as possible. Make sure your team's fully spread out and just hit these as fast as possible. As you can see here, towards the end of a plunder match, it'll go into overtime. You'll be getting 750 experience as opposed to the 500 experience. So overtime is a really nice moment where you can just really cash in on all that experience. So make sure you use that time the best that you can. If you can keep a chopper towards the end of the match, definitely do so, because it's super important to get around the map quickly. Trucks are okay, the Jeeps are fine, but they definitely do have a bit of a time lag when using them in comparison to a chopper here. There'll be sometimes I'll get out too, grab a few supply contracts if there are any that are close to me. I would also recommend too, if somebody has gotten shot out of the chopper, grab a Jeep. You always want to stay mobile. If that vehicle blows up and you're only on foot, find another one. And if that's not working, just hang out by the supply contracts. Keep hitting them constantly. You want to have somebody always around a supply contract at all times, and then somebody always running. If you do die, it's not a big deal, because you can come flying back in, parachute down on the supply contracts. and this happened to us a few times during our fights. So typically in these little scraps, you'll die, come back, land right on it. You don't even have to open the box. As you can see here, our contracts, if you get over 15 total, it'll just show as 15 plus. It doesn't tell you the full amount. There were some times we would get 13 with 3 people. Sometimes we would get 15 or 16. The most that we got was 20 in one match, but it doesn't show up. Now, another thing you're going to need to watch out for here is going to be C4 and any other projectiles. So I always recommend more of, if you have trophy systems, immediately throw those guys down. Get those on the sides of the chopper as fast as possible so people aren't projectiling you out of the air. It also works for the ground vehicles as well. So make sure these ground vehicles are taken care of with your trophy system when you're driving around, so you don't get just absolutely obliterated every time you're trying to go for these supply runs. The good thing about it, though, is since it is plunder, if you die, you come back. So this is a super, super fast technique. You can see me here hanging out, highlighting the buy station my teammate needs to get to over and over again. Sometimes the icons will stack up and look a little weird, so it's hard to find out where they're pointing to. I thought this was a cool little moment too. Grabbing the chopper, it kind of dies, and it's a big bummer because we always need the chopper moving forward. But my teammate in the port is grabbing supply run contracts, and it keeps coming back to this same buy station. So some of these clusters of contracts actually come back to the same location of the buy station. So he's telling me right now, hold on, buddy, we've got another supply contract. Let's see if it goes back to the same spot. He pops it, sure enough, it comes back. So we got 3 supply run contracts within 1 to 1.5 minutes of each other. And as you can see here, this is me ranking up the AN94 to 68. All right, so here is the fully unlocked AN94 that I was able to level up super quick using this technique in plunder. So remember, always be flying, always get choppers right off the rip, grab those up, fly as fast as you can, get to these as quickly as you can. Always have somebody on the ground checking for new contracts. Keep the contracts moving. This technique is all about movement, all about keeping the contracts flowing, moving, and you'll get those weapons upgraded in no time. So there we have it, guys. There is my fully upgraded AN94 after only under 2 hours of gameplay. That includes gameplay in the lobby waiting for matches. So I set a timer and it came out to about 1 hour and 46 minutes. This was with 3 people. You can do this solo too if you'd like. If you don't have any friends to play with, you can use this solo. It's going to take a little bit longer, but you're still going to get a ton of experience super quick, and you don't even have to engage on anybody. No engagements, no fights. Avoid and just get the contracts. And there we have it. There's the fully upgraded AN94 that this technique has allowed me to level up within under 2 hours. So the team that I was playing with to get this upgraded, man, we only had 3 of us. So it took about 1 hour and 48 minutes or so to fully level this bad boy up. So each game of plunder usually runs anywhere from 13 to 15 minutes. So you're going to get it within, 6 to 8 games of plunder typically. So as long as you keep the pressure on, keep the speed momentum going, you'll get it super fast. So the key techniques and takeaways from this: always use a chopper. If your chopper dies, get into another vehicle. Always have somebody picking up the supply contracts. Check for clustered supply contracts to make sure you have somebody on a buy station that can hit it over and over again in rapid succession. And if you get any engagements, just enjoy yourself with that new gun that you're leveling up. So it's a cool way to try it out as well that way. But Other than that, there's really not much to this technique other than being super fast, and it's really good for anybody that is having problems leveling up in the normal Warzone. Thanks for watching, guys. If you like the video, give it a like. Subscribe to my channel for more content like this, and then check out my Twitch stream. I have a schedule up over on my page. It is Amew_X, same as the YouTube channel here. Give me a subscribe, hit that bell so you get notifications whenever these videos come online again. So thank you and have a great rest of Season 5.